Good morning, guys. Hello, family. It's Pablo underscore KE. It's another lovely morning, but look at the weather. The weather looks like it wants to rain. It wants to rain. Very terrible. Seated there, that's Mama Girls. So it's another day, guys, and we thank Almighty God for all the favors. And I'm happy that I've woken up today. So in this segment today, I would like to talk about Jamaica. Why do we Africans have so much love towards Jamaica? I'll also touch about a little history about Jamaica, how our African ancestors ended up there. Now they're the one who are like 90% now. It's full of African brothers and sisters, and that's why mostly you see Jamaica also have the connection of Africa because of I'll say like forefathers are the ones who were taken there, who were during slavery time. They were taken there by the Britons. Hope all you're well. And so when you see, look, we got sugarcane here. The sugarcane see we got small, but these vegetables. So we're also farmers here. So vegetables that we planted here, like a sugarcane. The sugarcane, we did plant them some time back, and we given time. I told the kids like, do not harvest it before it's ready. But now, just look at it. I'll also give you most reasons as to why Jamaica are large sugarcane planters. So Jamaica, as I read in history, that it used to be called Jamaica. That's before the Spanish invaded it. So later on, the Spanish were able to change the name to Jamaica, the current now Jamaica. And it's also, they also say that we say 85 to 90% are people from West Africa, despite the little bit of Spanish or Hispanic, I don't know if that's the correct word, and French-speaking people. Around the French, maybe the French, I'm not quite sure. Maybe in the comment section you can tell me, is it the French? I don't know if the French went there, or is that the people from West Africa who used, West Africa usually communicate with in French, because most of them were colonized. Most of West African countries were colonized by the Frenchmen. So maybe I don't know if that's the reason. So it reached a time that Jamaica suffered earthquake, famine, fire, death. So many things happened there. So before the Africans went there, our brothers and because our brothers and sisters who went there, Jamaica used to have Spanish-speaking people. The one who come and invaded that island. They invaded it, and they started forcing some locals to work on whatever they wanted. And also, that's even you hear there's a town known as the Spanish Town. That was in history they said that was the only town that was in Jamaica by then, Spanish Town. They are saying the original inhabitants, they used to be known as Tainos. I don't know. They came from South America a long time ago. Those are the origins. So that's when I remember. Then the Spanish now invaded during that time. But now it reached a point that the Britons came in now, invaded that place, and made fought with the Spanish and made them now surrender. The Spanish surrendered. So it came under control of the British Empire under the Queen, I think Queen Elizabeth, if I'm not wrong. Because that's a little history that at least I'm trying to add some words that I learned a long time ago, and some I did. I've not done full research, but I can recall some. So when they came there, they used to come, I think they used to bring them, I think, through West Indies, where Jamaica used to be I'll say it's a site to come and bring slaves, come and stay there. Then some used to be transported from there. But now it reached a point that Britons, or the British, wanted to benefit from the slaves who are now our forefathers. So that's when they decided to come to Africa and get slaves from there. That's why you see most of Jamaica's, the people who are enslaved, or the people who are taken there, they're from West Africa. Because in West Africa, we have countries like Cameroon, we've got Ghana, there's Nigeria. You see, all those are West African countries that are there. There's one guy known as Christopher Columbus, who said that after the Spaniard came and destroyed, now he destroyed the island. He said that he's the one who discovered it. I don't know why these white men saying that the moment they come somewhere, they said that the one who discovered that place and it's named after them. You remember even the history of Lake Victoria? Lake Victoria used to be known as Lake Lolwe. Lolwe, it's in Luo, Lolwe. If you go do history, you'll be able to see that. It's Lolwe, but now when the British came, they named it Lake Victoria. They discovered it. Someone said discover Mount Kilimanjaro. There's somewhere that I saw one brother of ours from Nigeria. I read it like a few days ago. I saw it in Twitter. I saw it in X. That guy was like, he went, is it Canada or Australia? He saw a river and named it a name from, sorry. He named it a name from West Africa. I'm now the one who have discovered this. And even people are telling him on the comment section, man, you should make sure, I don't know, you secure, you do what, so that even in history it can be written, even in the Guinness Books of Records can be written that an African came and discovered a river in Australia and named it, gave it an African name. You see? Because the colonists used to come here and name things that they came and got them in our motherland, fatherland, man. You see? So that Christopher Columbus guy is the one who said that he was able to discover Jamaica, and that just to be there. Guys, rains are raining here. Just look at all these, taking you to a small farm. We've got yams up there, there are yams there. And even it wants to rain. We've got this is Kumawiki. This one doesn't spoil quickly. You see this one? We've harvested it because this one was a little new. This one's still young. This one has been harvested like twice, but this one's here we've harvested several times. One thing about it is that it doesn't, it can survive for the longest period of time. So you see, they started from here, started harvesting, and you see that they can grow tall. They can really grow tall. So this is Kumawiki. See, there are also yams here. I think this neighbor of ours harvested. So remember, Jamaica do plant yams every under. One thing that you'll have to know is that the reasons to why you're able to find most foods in Jamaica that are grown, or most crops that are grown in Africa that are grown in Jamaica, it's reason because 90% it's made of African brothers and sisters who went there. So they took their culture there. They took everything from here, what they were doing here, all that. They went with it there. So they never changed. It never changed. So that's why it's very easy for you to go and get all the foods that you grow back at our villages here. They're from there. So that's how it happened. So do ever ask yourself, like, why come, how come, like in Jamaica we are able to see this food? You can see yams, sugarcane, at times even most vegetables. It's because the people who were taken there from Africa, the people taken there from Africa. So these vegetables, you can see we need to start spraying them because I can see you can see here we need to, like, you can see them starting attacks are started here. We need to spray them, because failure to do that, it won't, they won't survive. So guys, the English who are in Jamaica started now growing tobacco, coca, and also now mostly the main cash crop by then, I don't know for now if it's still sugarcane or sugarcane. So they had so many sugar plantations because they used to take molasses to their country. So it reached a point that they needed more people to come and work on their farms. And they all believed an African man is very strong, very strong. So that's why they came. People were forced from their homes, taken, go sold as slaves. So they gathered them all, came work in their sugarcane plantations. But an African man is an African man. It reached a point they said, no, this nonsense should stop. It's too much. They started rebelling. The rebellion started fighting back. Most of them ran to the mountains, known as the Maroons. If you see, even in Kenya, we have a department in our Kenya Defense Force known as Maroon Commandos. I think that name that name was taken from the Jamaicans Maroons, who are on the hills and mountains, who are fighting back the Britons because of slavery. They said enough is enough. We cannot take this anymore. So I think that name came from the Maroon Commandos, came from those guys. They did fought. I find it reached a point that even some tried splitting, because there's a rule that there's a rule that came, but some even wanted to split from the group, because some were they were favoring Britons, but some said no, they stand still, no, we can't be enslaved. So even there's I think there's a year 1961, if I'm not quite wrong, whereby the Constitution of Jamaica was formed under. Before that, the humanitarian groups were against. They came up with the rule that they signed a document to stop slavery in Jamaica, and it was all supported. Then 1961, that's when they were able to get their constitution. And even it was passed in the constitution that slavery should not go on. So that's when they were able to get their independence from the Britons. So our forefathers went a lot of struggle. So you can see how it started. It started with some those Taiwas who were the origin from South America, who were staying in that island. But you never know. God had a reason as to why He wanted people there. Despite that's all the slavery, but the majority now it was dominated by our Africans ancestors who went there first. You see, that's why you see Jamaica has more connection more connection to Africa than other places in the world. That's why you see we are so much love with our Jamaican brothers and sisters, because even most of our subscribers are Jamaicans. Most of them don't stay in Jamaica. Some are in United States, some are in UK, and also this has made even the other places like Trinidad and Tobago to come support us, because they're also close on neighbors. People from St. Lucia who also supporting us with their love from Africa. You see, you know, you do not need like in Kenya here, you do not need a visa to go to Jamaica. There's an agreement that was made by our president and I think the Prime Minister of Jamaica. But now, you know, Jamaica doesn't have an embassy in Kenya. I hope you all know that Jamaica doesn't have an embassy in Kenya. But so in order for you to go there, I think there's one they mostly say so guys, as a Kenyan, you do not need a visa to visit Jamaica. Any passport holding people who have passports in Kenya, you're given a period of 6 months you can go and stay in Jamaica. That's why you saw even our sister Dimwango when she went there. I think I don't know if 6 months ended, but she went there. And say even now she's gone back there. She's gone back there. And you're seeing many people flocking there. Maybe in my next segment I'll be able now to break down the reasons why most people are visiting there. They're visiting there in what reasons are behind that. And remember, Jamaica still it's in it's a member of the British Commonwealth. So even Kenya, I think Kenya, I don't know still if Kenya is. Kenya is, because we were colonized by the Britons. And it reached even a point that you've seen so many Jamaicans in UK, United Kingdom. I can name like a few celebrities, you know, like Raheem Sterling, who plays now for Chelsea. He's a Jamaican. His origin is a Jamaican, but I think he was born and raised. I don't know if he was born and raised in the UK. Also, there's one guy that I know, but that guy also plays for the national team of Jamaica. He plays for West Ham or Aston Villa. I've forgotten his name. He's a Jamaican. There's so many footballers. Even there's one who used to play for Stoke City. He was from Jamaica. So they have so many guys there. And even if you go to football channels, most football fans, even if you hear their accent, they do speak that they call it what? Patois, most of them. And you know, this patois was taken from the French name patois, something like patois. I don't know how to pronounce it. So that's how they came up with patois. I think this patois was they were able to come up with this language to make it all known to themselves. You know, there were different people who were brought. There were different people brought from West Africa with different languages. So they decided to come up with a common language that they all speak for their own understanding. And also, you know, this one also helps for you, for your enemy not to understand what you talk or what you speak. It's like a slang, you know, it's like a slang. So they decided to come up with that language. They're the one that came up with that. So it was a little bit confusing also to the Britons, like they couldn't understand the language. They mixed it with the English for stroke France, like something like that, I don't know. So that's why they came up with patois. And it's not only now commonly spoken to Jamaica. And you know, they usually say that anyone who originated from Jamaica know that language. If you hear someone say maybe the origin is from Jamaica and speaks fluent English, then there are no more of Jamaicans. Like, just kidding, but maybe that might be the reason. You know, that would be the reason. You see, like in our homeland here, in our village here, we're all speaking a Korea language. We're all speaking Korea language. There are those kids that have been raised in the city. They have a Korean names, but they can't speak even a single word. So times it usually comes tricky, mostly when now you come applying either for the birth certificate or for the national ID. So when they do the background checks, and the local, we got the local administration, it's composed of a village man, the elderly, and women. They'll speak to you in our Korea dialect. So language, sorry. So the moment they try and you see, you don't like, no, you're not one of us. So it's a little bit hard. So that's why mostly, even if you see from other communities, like the community that are usually trains or teaches their children about their mother tongue. Even if you meet a Kikuyu, for example, we have a Kikuyu tribe from Central. If you meet them at the US, they do talk Kikuyu fluently than the Swahili. Just ask, you'll be told. Because I had friends who never knew about Swahili, but they were born and raised in the US, but they speak fluent Kikuyu, man. They speak fluent Kikuyu than how they speak Swahili. So even us here, we usually teach, because like most people never knew, like maybe are you from Korea, or they're not quite sure. But now when I start talking, that's when they know, wow, this guy is from here, because parents taught us that language. So all of my family know, even my children, I'm teaching them. You see, I'm teaching them. They love to learn. We do, as Africans, we cannot we can't let our culture disappear, because the foreigners who came and the white man who came and tried doing away with our cultures. You see, they tried doing away with the cultures. We used to have religion. Our forefathers would wake up in the morning, some facing the mountains, hills, praising God. No, that used not to be there. The difference is they came with the Bible. That's the difference. You see? People used to wear skins or the hides and skins, but now they brought us clothes. That's how things changed. But now they tried their level best, like totally to do away with the cultures, our traditions. But it's so hard. It was so hard. That's why even you see our Jamaican families there, they do still keep their culture, the African culture in them. Jamaica is I'll say Jamaica is more of African. Because where it's located is not in Africa, but it's more of African than where it is. Than what that place is, It's more of African. So that's why you see the moment you get to Jamaica, you easily integrated into them. A place where you see, even if you see the content creators, the moment they get it, they feel comfortable, they feel at home. I swear. There's some places when you go, the moment you start even recording, you feel like, man, these people start maybe looking at my color, my skin color. But in Jamaica, the moment you land there, man, you are at home. You are at home. Truth be told, you are at home. You start recording, people engaging you, people talking to you. They show that love. Even the moment they hear you're coming from Africa, they're like, wow, that's our motherland. See, that's our motherland. So there's that more connection to our brothers and our brothers who are there. More connection. And my dream is one day, I'll visit Jamaica. Man. Also the home of reggae music. They've got reggae, the Bob Marley. Those are the people, the legendaries. Sizzla Kalonji. Those are the. If you remember that song of Sizzla Kalonji. Thank you, Mama, for the 9 months. Thank you, Mama, for the 9 months you carried me. For your pain and suffering. If you know that song, it was one of the hit. It was one of the best hit of Sizzla Kalonji. And there's this guy also sang about Israelites. What's his name? I'm forgetting that guy. Titled Israelites. So those are the legends. People like Peter Tosh, you know. But now you can see as the things change, more generation, dancehall started. But you know, it started, the reggae music started. You know, they started singing reggae music because of the most message that was carried in the reggae was what songs? How would they call it? Because they were being enslaved, the people were being killed by the colonizers. So they started, this music used to communicate, used to sing this music to communicate, maybe to the world, about, it was one way of freedom. These are freedom songs, like they need that freedom. So through music, the message spread all over the world. And no, people could be like, no, this is too much. We need to step up. We need to see how we can help our brothers and sisters, you know. We need to see how we can help them. So music really pushed also. It really pushed through communication for brothers from being enslaved. The message reached out. Even up to now, people do listen to reggae music, the freedom songs. Wherever you see they are going through difficult times, in most countries you can hear them singing, you know. That's the reggae music, so much loved. It's so much loved. Reggae music does not influence violence, no. Maybe dancehall, dancehall like this guy Vibes Cartel, the lyrics of his songs, they're more of violence. But reggae music, it's peace, guys. So that's why you see it's most likable, you know. And also the reasons why you're able to see, sorry, I had told you that in 1960, but it's 1962 when Jamaica constitution, I think, not 61, constitution was able, they were able to get a constitution. And it reached a point that now the Britons wanted more workers to their industries, because there was a shortage of workers. So they encouraged the Jamaican, because it's a member of the Commonwealth, like you can come to the UK or United Kingdom to come and work there. That's why you see most of them. So most of the Jamaicans, you'll see them, most of them, if I'm not wrong, a bigger percent, they went to the UK, then after that, they went to the United States. That's what most of them did. Like not straight from Jamaica to the United States. Because you know, in United States, you need there's so many paperwork that needs to be done. But at least them going to the UK, it was a little bit easy because of that treaty that they had. So that's why you see some of them will come from now UK, they leave UK to the US, like the citizens of United Kingdom, then to the United States. But one thing I like about them, they've never forgotten where they came from. They've never forgotten their culture. You see, just even someone goes to the United States, some other the UK, still you can hear them speaking patois. You know, they can communicate in patois because they've not forgotten their language. You know, that's what makes them who they are, man. So that's and also even bananas. If you think these bananas here, trust me, when you go there, you're able to see them. You're able to see them planted there. You see? You're able to plant them in there. So forget about the times things that you're shown, maybe Jamaica on the bad side. Jamaica has nice places. Nice place, nice coastal beaches, nice cuisine, nice food, sweet reggae music, you know. And now they do have towns like Kingston, Jamaica. That's the capital city. I think my next segment I'll be able to tell you those towns. To go to a Spanish town. There's someone who sang song dedicating it to Spanish town. Sorry, I can't recall which artist was that. Yeah, so that's the dedication of the Spanish town. So they have several towns. I think there are like 4 major known towns there. So maybe in my next segment I'll be able to do that. So here guys, in this video was giving you a brief history. Not all, some even I might not be perfect in that, but at least I have a small idea of how it came, how it happened, and how things were going there. You know, in school I used to do a little bit of history. So I love history because of I want to know, you know, in history that's why we are taught a lot of things. Even some they are not given the correct things, but that's what we learned in school, man. So from the time I was in high school, I used to love about Jamaica, everything about Jamaica. I was in high school during a time we used to listen to so much reggae music. So it made me get more interest, but I never knew I'll be having followers from Jamaica. My Jamaican people, I love you so very much. Me love you guys. I'll say again, thank you so very much for your support. Thank you for showing love. Thank you for liking, sharing and commenting in this video. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I'll be able to see you again. I'll bring another segment about the love of Jamaica, where we have so many content creators are flocking there. I know most people have done these videos, but you know, everyone does it with his own version. That's why when I started this. Maybe I don't know if someone has ever done something like what I've done here, but it's good. Before even you go to another segment, know history about people. You know, one thing I like about the outside world is that before coming to a place, someone does a research and know the history of that country. Because even I have friends who know more about Kenya than I, and I'm very much for that. I'm very much happy for that. So kindly remember to like, share, comment. Also, we've got a membership there in my description there. Kindly go join my membership. Support me, guys. Show me love. Love you guys. I'll be able to see you again. Much love. Bye bye for now.